the land of crazy hairstyles and overly ridiculous weapons, it's time for the Anime Mavericks podcast. And now, here they are, your Anime Mavericks.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Anime Mavericks podcast, the official anime podcast of RVT. We want to thank you guys once again for joining us here this week on The Shades.
I'm Yummy Angie.
And my name is Matty J, sitting in once again for Mike Shell.
Indeed, but we are your Anime Mavericks, and we are here once again to bring you all the anime news, reviews, and interviews that you crave. So Mavericks, how we doing this week?
Pretty good.
Surviving.
I went out of the house for the first time in weeks because I had a doctor's appointment.
My God, you brave girl, you.
You stepped outside the comfort zone, which is, for me, like the farthest I go outside is to check the mail, which is literally a 2-minute walk.
Well,
So, yeah.
I'm working, and I work 1 to 9, so there's not a lot of incentive for me to go out. And then I had to stay inside because brother-in-law, had it. I'm not going near him.
So it's one of those doctor's appointments while you're there. Hey, double check, make sure I'm not going to die. Good idea.
No, it's like I didn't run a fever or anything, so.
Yep. Also,
That's healthy.
Also, real quick, before we go any further, 8X Spider had just reminded me we've got a button press.
Ooh, birthday person, you goofed.
No, I didn't. This was a reminder. This was not me missing it. This was
not
him
for you, but for the person reminding them that it's their birthday.
Fair point. All right. Well, nonetheless, you guys know what's coming.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. おめでとう。素晴らしい。
Subarashi indeed.
Happy birthday, Mother Pfizer.
As for my...
Should we prefer to turn into Marilyn Monroe? No one wants me to look like Marilyn Monroe.
No, God, no.
No. Happy birthday. I will date myself if I continue.
Oh. Anyway, as for myself, not doing too bad, all things considered. I unfortunately do have to go out on a regular occasion, mainly go to the store to keep up our food supply. But I try to limit how often I go out.
Hey, the recommendation is only once per week, so if you keep that up, even if you only go twice a week, you're not in danger as long as you wash your hands and shit.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty good. Haven't come down with anything yet, so obviously I'm doing something right.
Yeah. And, on our end, it's pretty much the same, although I'm on a goofed up. Long story short, I work, the office that we're working at, they have like a remote thing called Citrix, which allows me to work from home on my laptop, and they broadcast the desktop from my work PC. Now, the thing is, instead of just clicking X when you're done, you got to log out by going to the Windows bar. Instead of hitting log out, you hit disconnect, because that's the button you have to press. I also happen to shut down my laptop at the end of the day. So, force a habit, I don't click disconnect, I click shutdown, I goof.
Oh, Jesus.
So either I'm going to have to show up to work on Monday at the office, which, by the way, interprovincial travel is questionable, shall we say. They're cops, they're making sure that you're not essential, right? Back in the line, fucko! Or I did what I have to do is call my email my boss saying, "Hey, I goofed. Oops." And some poor IT guy that probably doesn't want to be there longer than he has to is going to have to switch my computer on.
Maddie, you know what I gotta hit on you now.
That would probably be me constantly if I didn't if we didn't bring our laptops home. And it took us no, it took them months for me to figure out what my login to get into the to get onto the company VPN was. Because someone set it up for me when I signed up, and then we never used it again for over a year and a half.
Yeah. By the way, I'd be disappointed if it didn't hit that.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I'm fine. The family's fine. We had a minor scare with someone having a fever. Turns out it was just a fever. Everyone's negative. Cut the Zach Warts, Dave Titus going, sweet, sweet, negative Jones. Brand new babies. I'm negative. Yeah, I've been catching up on that one. That shit's on YouTube, so there's that.
Yeah, understandable. Anyway, let's get our party started here, ladies and gentlemen. On tonight's show, it is Viewer's Choice Night tonight, so we will spin the wheel of anime, as Kier Crystal likes to call it, and we will see what you fuckers have put us through this week. I'm praying for something good. And of course, later on tonight on AMTV, I've got one here that's going to be very unique, actually, in terms of how it's presented. And, yeah, I was actually quite surprised by this one, so we'll see when that time comes. But first, it's time for everyone's favorite topic. It's the anime news of the week. And of course, starting us off as always is our anime informer, Yamianji. What do you got for us this week?
I've got some news in the manga app world because Manga Rock, which was basically a pirated manga aggregator app, shut down on Tuesday and have launched a legitimate venture, beta version of an app for what is an entity called INKR Comics.
Inker Comics, I think, is what they're going for there.
What's it?
I think they're going by Inker, I think would be the name.
Inker. Okay. So, yeah, Inker Comics. So they've shut down, and now they're a legitimate distribution platform, and they're partnering with publishers such as Tokyo Pop, Fan, Comic Loft, and Tan Comics to publish manga, webtoons, and can't pronounce that. It's the Korean comics. It's like mangwa or something.
Yeah.
Now, if I may, you might have to prepare a button here. I know what some of you are thinking because I was reading that as well as we were preparing and as we saw the links pop up, and the first thought was a former anime pirater is going legitimate, and the first thought was press the doubt button.
Yeah.
I know. But hey, if this works out, hey, who knows?
Yeah, this is something we've been talking about for a while, is we need to start seeing the manga equivalent to Crunchyroll finally start up. A couple have tried, but those have been mainly major companies trying to do their own thing, and it just hasn't worked out. But to have a one-stop shop for all manga, that is the goal. Now, obviously, it won't ever be perfect because even Crunchyroll can't get everything. But if we can get something like this, if this works out, that could be huge. And to have a company like Tokyo Pop, even though, let's be honest, Tokyo Pop's kind of lost a lot of its luster over the years, so is why they're probably desperate to get this going. But to have a legitimate, well-known American manga publishing company step in and offer to work with these guys, that's going to add a lot of credibility and legitimacy to this site and to this app. So I think we should make sure, look into this. Obviously, it's gonna be a paid service, and that's gonna turn away a lot of its old users, and they even know this is gonna happen. Like I actually was doing some research on this. Like they didn't even really intend to be a pirate site. It just kind of ended up that way. They just wanted to build a fun app, and that but when they started getting deeper into it and realizing, oh shit, we've been basically stealing from manga creators, we need to fix this, they jumped, this is where it came up. This is the end result. So we'll have to see how this plays out. This is something that we're going to be keeping a close eye on. And I definitely think that if you're a manga reader, get in on this shit. Show these guys that you're willing to support this because we want more of it. The best way to end piracy is to have an affordable alternative. Nobody expects free, but we expect affordable. And if this is what we get out of Anchor, I'm all for it.
Hey, $10, whole library of stuff I could read on the go. I'm not an avid reader, but if I am an avid manga enthusiast or aficionado, and I'm facing these hard times, I'm thinking I need to cut some things off, and I look at my library stuff, and I'm thinking I gotta cut that off. Hey, there's an app for $10, all the manga, all digital. It is an option.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing.
No, there's definitely some potential here. We'll have to see how it plays out. That being said, let's move on from there and let's go from manga to movies. Maddie, what do you got for us?
Ladies and gentlemen, One Punch Man, the movie. No, not one of them 1 hour things that would be actually awesome. No, Hollywood wants a piece of One Punch Man, specifically the anime. Let me read this. Entertainment. So basically, Variety is reported on Tuesday that Sony is developing a live-action Hollywood movie adaptation of one and Yusuke Murata's One Punch Man manga. Scott Rosenberg and Jeff Pinkner. They produced Venom, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, those movies. They're writing the script, and Arad Productions, Avi Arad and Ari Arad. Those two, I have no idea who those two are.
Actually, I do.
Sony
Avi
is very
Arad.
high on the project, given its popularity, and there's a possibility of adding another franchise to the pipeline. So basically, they're saying, "Hey, we're going to produce this."
Yeah. Now, actually, I do know who the Arad brothers are because Avi Arad was one of the guys that spearheaded the idea of creating Marvel Studios, meaning he's one of the guys you have to thank for giving us the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and he's helping to produce this movie. I think that's a good sign.
So basically, he is responsible for the MCU, which means he's responsible for for AC/DC in movies.
Yeah, there is some. I'm not gonna sit here and say this is a guaranteed hit, but with that kind of lineup, I mean, Venom was pretty decently received. Jumanji was pretty well received, and with the Arad brothers on board, this has the potential. Obviously, it's Hollywood. It could easily go tits up very quickly. Nobody's arguing that, but I don't think we should immediately throw this in the garbage.
I mean, it is something. Like I said, it's Hollywood, and we know Hollywood is known to fuck up adaptations left and right. So,
yeah.
So, this does bring up the question: who do you get to play Saitama?
That is a good. Yeah, who is the cast going to be? I think that's going to be the selling point.
Anyone else, big build, someone charismatic to play that enough or knowledgeable enough to play insert character here, fine. But Saitama is a very curious case.
Yeah, you have to have someone who doesn't look super strong. You don't want a big buff guy in this case. Even though he's going to be super strong, he doesn't look it. And that's part of the fun of it, is that he is a character that you do not suspect to be as strong as he is. Now,
so
Genos...
basically, don't get The Rock.
No. If you're going to get The Rock, you get, first of all, you're going to have a little bit of risk of changing races there, but if you're going to go that route for and get The Rock on board, you get him for Genos. That I could see working. Because Genos is supposed to be, well, being a cyborg, yes, but he's also supposed to be pretty a strong guy. And you got a couple other characters. So we'll have to see what characters they're going to bring into this movie, and more importantly, who's going to play them. But there's a lot of
I'm
intrigue.
curious in the chat. I don't have the chat up. I've got the. I'm curious about those in the chat now. Like, who you folks got?
Nobody in particular, though. They're definitely saying, yeah, don't they dare cast Adam Sandler for no. It's
No. Here's the thing. Adam Sandler's too charismatic. You need someone who can no-sell almost anything. And Adam does no-sell, but has a voice of a dummy. And Saitama is... Well, he's not the smartest man in the world, but he's not a dummy either. He's not gullible.
No.
He's oblivious to stuff, but he's not gullible.
No.
You need... You either need a very skinny dude or a fat fuck, and the fat fuck wouldn't work.
No.
Unless you want me, because I can no-sell pretty much anything. Plus, I have a face of a dumbass. So, hi, Hollywood. Hi, Maddie. How you doing? What? One's got to find work around here. Shit,
Yeah.
I'm on a 1-year contract that year ends next July. I'm on a clock, dude. Hey, what about you, John? You could do it. I mean, granted, you'd have to shave your mustache.
I don't know if Lady K will let me do that. That might be a sacrifice too great for her. She didn't even like it when I shaved my beard.
Ah.
That being said, still, we'll keep an eye on this, see what develops from this. If we get some good cast members, maybe I'll be interested. We'll see. We'll definitely have to see. But
Voice versus all. Maybe not, probably not me as King, but God, I think I just fantasy cast The Rock. He would be a perfect King.
I can see that. Again, we have a little creative license there, but you work it right, it can be
Creative
done.
license, but you need someone who in the same vein as Mr. Satan in that case.
Then again, we're not even gonna. This is most likely gonna cover the first season, so we might not even see King in this movie.
That's true. It's another story for another day, obviously.
It is. We'll have to see. Anyway, now it's time for me to be Super Kami Guru on this one.
Every party needs a pooper, that's why they invited you. Party pooper, party pooper.
Because I gotta bring the room down again. Seems to be my motif around here. Don't I love it? Because, once again, it is time for our COVID-19 update.
Yeah, by the way, the COVID-19 douchebag of the millennium.
I think that goes without saying, Maddie.
Yeah, but it needs to be announced just to establish we don't need another douchebag. That is the douchebag.
That being said, so a couple weeks ago, or a couple episodes ago, we gave in a list of Funimation's anime dubs that are getting delayed. Well, now we're going to be adding the rest of the list, because Crunchyroll has done us all a great favor and has provided a ever-growing list of all of the anime shows, movies, and dubs that are getting delayed because of COVID-19.
For those who have not heard this before, prepare your butt cheeks. This one's gonna hurt.
Oh, yeah. Now, we're going to go down the list here. Some of these you're going to probably have known. Some of these you probably have never even heard of before. But we're going to start with the shows that are in Japan getting delayed. Just outright not even getting new episodes made. And right out the bat, Toonami's got to be feeling this. SAO Alicization War of the Underworld Part 2.
Wait. Hold on. We gotta do this right. This is obviously bad, and we do not wish any harm to people producing these things. It is a job. It is something worth doing. But let's be honest here. The first thing that comes to mind when hearing My Hero, that particular thing, Oh, dang it, I don't have it. I thought I had that button. Aw. Well, so I hear SAO being on the list of delays, and not the fuck it. Da, 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 da.
Hey!
Da, 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 da.
Hey! Yeah, exactly.
Look,
Anyway.
look, I'm not gonna hide it. I fucking hate SAO. Period. Well, I don't outright hate it. That's too strong a word.
Also,
I,
real quick,
do not care
Maddie,
for
don't
it
mean
and rather
to...
riff the shit out of it.
Maddie, not to interrupt, but the Savior2191, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the madness.
Welcome aboard.
Indeed. Anyway, let's get back on track here, because we still got a lot to go over here. Second up, now this one hurts me personally, because I was looking forward to this. ReZero, Starting Life in Another World Season 2 has been delayed. Ugh, that one hurts. I really...
Now it starts to hurt.
Yeah, for those who saw my review, which, by the way, I forgot I need to upload the new videos. Fuck, I am behind. I keep meaning to upload those, and I left those behind. So, expect some new videos tomorrow on my end. But, that's a different story. Idolish 7 Second Beat. Apare Ranman. Oh, here's one that's gonna be... here's a rough one. Food Wars The Fifth Plate has been delayed.
Fuck.
Well, it gives me time to catch up, but
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah,
No...
Toonami's gonna go. This is Toonami right now. Fuck.
Actually, Toonami could give a shit because they only just finished up the second plate. They still got 2 more seasons to go through before they
They're
get bored with
good.
this.
Yeah, they're good.
They're
for a
good.
while.
They're good for a while. No Guns Life, second Cur is out. My Team Romantic Comedy Snafu Climax. Hatena as
The fuck kind of word salad name was that?
it's a pretty popular one actually.
anyway,
It's anime. Just
I
keep
can imagine.
moving on. Hatena Illusion, Diary of Our Days at the Breakwater, The Millionaire Detective, Balanced Unlimited. That one I heard was really good. The new seasons of Pokemon. The new Digimon Adventure remake.
Oh, that hurts.
That's only 3 episodes in and it's getting delayed. That's kind of sucks. Anyway. Oh, here's the big one. Of all the shows, of all the ways for this to finally get stopped, One Piece.
No.
One Piece got hit.
So, One
Yeah,
Piece
it's hit
finally
itself.
has to stop, and it took a global pandemic to stop it temporarily.
Yep.
That I know a particular Texan right now who is who is gently weeping.
Indeed. Carrying on, a certain Scientific Railgun T, A3, Season Spring and Summer. I don't even know what the hell that is. The Misfit of Demon King Academy. Card Fight Vanguard Gaiden, which I'm pretty sure a few of our fans are probably pissed about. Tsukiyuta, the animation, Season 2. Healing Good Precure. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Cure! Calm down. Breathe.
Someone get the Thorazine!
Yeah. Anyway, Naruto Next Generations is getting delayed.
You know, we lost interest in it real quick, but it did start good. I can imagine there's some fans of that show starting to that are feeling sad on that one. That one sucks.
Yep. This is one that got Zeltrax pissed off. The Promised Neverland Season 2 has been delayed.
Yeah, can't say I blame them. That yeah.
The Irregular at Magic High School Season 2, Kirato Pre-chan, and Major Second Season 2 are all the shows that are getting out in Japan are getting outright delayed. Now, that brings us to the dubs. We've already covered Funimation, so we won't go over that again, but there are 4 shows and a movie that Crunchyroll was dubbing that are getting delayed. Inspector, Science Fell in Love, So I Tried to Prove It, Somali and the Forest Spirit, and Welcome to the Demon School Iruma-kun, which I was really hoping they would finish up so I could watch that, because I wanted to see that one. And they're also delaying the Konosuba movie, Legend of Crimson. Which really sucks for some people, I'm sure. And over on High Dive, actually, let me close this out. High Dive has also had some dubs delayed. But I don't... The only dubs that, the only major dub that they're saying is delayed is Ahiru no Sora, basketball anime.
Meanwhile, Sailor Moon Eternal, still a go.
Yep. And then also several movies have been put on hold. Fate Stay Night, Heaven's Feel, the 3 Spring Song, I
Wait,
believe.
Fate Stay Night's still a thing? Damn.
Oh, dude, the Fate franchise is huge. What the fuck are you talking about?
I know. I'm just making the joke.
Anyway, Given, I have no idea what that is. Love Me Not. Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0, the 4th movie has been delayed.
For the people supporting that franchise,
You really have no life, do you?
Yeah. Anyway, oh, here's the big one. Violet Evergarden, the movie. I heard that series got a lot of love, and that movie's gonna suck. That's gonna suck. That movie got delayed. Oh, Angie, this one might sting. Detective Conan: The Scarlet Bullet.
ow.
That one's about a Kai. I don't like I've stopped watching. I can't stand the Gundam character. The characters named after Gundam characters kind of took over everything.
Yeah, understandable.
Like, that's about
Anyway.
a Kai again.
2 Doraemon movies, Nobita's New Dinosaur and Stand By Me 2, both have been delayed. Shimajiro to Sora Tubofune? Yeah, I know, it's Japan. Ojamajo Doremi 20th anniversary film has been delayed.
Whoa. Doremi's 20 year. Wow.
Yeah.
We are old.
Yeah. Princess Principal Crown Handler Part 1 has been delayed, and Worlds Bubble Up Like Soda Pop.
I could go for a soda pop right now. Oh, wait, I got one over here. Let me drink it.
Yeah, so that is the list, and there's also several conventions, but we don't need to go into that specifically. We've already covered a lot of those anyway. But yeah, that is the list of all the anime movies and dubs that are all getting delayed. Holy crap, this virus has hit hard.
Yeah, when it comes to conventions in the next 3 months, if there's a convention happening between now and, we'll be conservative, July, save your money. Just save it. Don't bother.
Yeah. Again, I'm still shocked that MetroCon's still going forward, because they are still they're still a go for MetroCon this year. I don't know how.
That's probably because they're in Florida. They're looking at things on, hey, they might open things up soon. Yay! And everyone else going, yeah.
Exactly.
Heck, I could speak for Spade Ace, who's probably feeling that same emotion right now. Like, oh my god, you fucking idiots.
We'll see. I mean, Disney just closed till June, so RetroCon's in July. We'll see how things shake out.
You know shit is real when Disney is shutting its theme parks down. Disney! They
Honestly,
don't shut down for nobody.
And what worries me is that a lot of beaches and other public areas are starting to open back up already in Florida, which is a huge no right now, because this is where we need to start locking down even harder, and yet they're going to open back up. I guarantee you that's going to make things worse, and it is going to cause MetroCon to shut down.
And it's crazy. The most talks we've had up here in Canada is plans to get stuff start open gradually. We're not even thinking of opening everything up just like that.
It's because your government aren't, while they have their dumb moments, aren't completely full of idiots.
Oh, don't get me started, because we have a big, dumb, racist dum-dum. But that's another story for another day. And believe it or not Doug Ford. Doug Ford is a smart motherfucker.
Yeah, Anyway, that is the anime news for this week. And now it is time for us to spin the wheel and find out what you guys have decided to put us through this week. So, randomizer, away!
No whammies.
And we are landing on... Oh, talk about old school Soul Eater!
Soul Eater, huh?
Yeah.
That's a wheel, right?
Yes.
I think we landed on the dollar.
Are you kidding me? Fuck that noise.
No, no.
Sold?
Price is Right reference. That's a good thing.
Oh, right. Never mind. Yeah. Okay.
We
Thought-
landed on the $1, bud.
Yeah, we landed on the $1. This is available on Netflix, but we are using Crunchyroll.
Moving on.
We are using Funimation for this, but it is available on Netflix for those who need who don't have a Funimation account but have a Netflix account, so you have options. But yes, Soul Eater. This is a series that I've actually reviewed in the past, back in the old Anime Takeover. I reviewed this anime, so I'm definitely very familiar with this. Did I say Crunchyroll, Kier? Well, I meant Funimation. We are using Funimation because that is where it is located at. Until there is the sub on Crunchyroll, I am not bothering to check because we want the dub.
So if you want the sub, go right the fuck ahead. It's the same length anyway.
Yeah.
We won't judge.
No judge, no judge. Just don't be a dick about people who prefer the dubs. That's all I ask. Anyway, but yes. Oh, this series. So we're in. No matter what, we're in for a treat tonight.
Fellow Canadians out there, it is obviously on Netflix. There you go.
Yep. Anyway, I think by this point all of our viewers at home have loaded up, and of course those of you watching the VOD, you can start up whenever. You're good to go. You can pause this video if you'd like. But I think we're all set. You guys ready here?
Do it.
All right. Juan, not the time and place. We are not talking about that. We're doing anime tonight. Read the room. Glad you're here, but read the room. That being said, let's get started. Soul Eater, Episode 1, Residents of the Soul. Will Soul Eater become a death scythe? In 3, 2, 1, play. Can you guys hear the audio?
No.
Fixed.
A little.
Thank you. Oh, Tekken Blade 2. Not a bad one, dude. No apologies. You didn't know.
One thing I gotta give the show right off the bat credit for is that the CG on this is really well done.
Yeah.
Like, for as old as this show is, the CG holds up, and that's saying a lot.
Yeah, and it kind of works with the style.
Yeah.
Nom 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 nom.
Good old
God.
Grim. And of course, the badass OP from TM Revolution.
Folks, turn that shit up.
And you bet your ass I'm dancing my ass off over here.
It'd be weirder if you weren't.
Well, that's dancing too, so.
Delicious.
Now that's some good shit.
That's
Oh,
your
hey,
one.
hey, someone give the moon a sleeping pill. That thing needs sleep.
I don't think it's the moon we need to worry about right now. Oh!
Give that bad dude a decaf. Shiny. And the lady's dead. You tripped. You're done. Unlimited
Well, she
power.
would be, except for now. He's got to deal with them.
What tipped you off?
I know, the creepy mask or the giant fucking claws.
Or the fact that he's calling himself a fuck mothering vampire for no fucking reason.
Okay, that's badass.
Not the same way Shao Kahn done, obviously.
That's Shang Tsung. Get your names right. Dude, you're getting your ass kicked by a little girl.
Just like Kenny Omega about 15 years ago. And yes, that actually happened. Google it. Ooh, too spicy. Too spicy.
Convenient.
No. Hey, how'd you get the number of this wall? This is an unlisted wall.
Yeah, I was worried. I forgot. I was gonna keep quiet about this.
Oh, God.
I forgot he was in this.
Yeah, we're just gonna ignore that little factoid and just enjoy the character in and of itself.
Yeah.
Though I would be lying if I said that the fact that he's doting on his daughter the way he does and the way this character is does not age well.
Family Feud? No, we don't need Steve Harvey on that one.
Reaper chop!
That, ladies and gentlemen, is an anime Dave right there. That's the point.
Naked lady in a bath.
Ah, yes.
Fan service. Also, the song she's singing is definitely no single ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, Soul!
Leroy Jenkins.
Ah! Right to the boobs!
Did this become a Japanese rom-com?
Oh, called his ass out.
Rubber ducky.
Woo! And this is where this comes into play. And this is why I say this character's VA has not caused this to age very well.
Yep. So, Ken Titus.
Yeah, only without the badassery.
He's right there.
Yeah, definitely without the badassery. Someone give him an overhead chop again?
Oh, wow. Very well hidden,
They
you know.
failed the spot check.
No. 24 hours later.
Maybe you should have gone over the plan before you started walking towards the witch's
Hey,
house.
John, you know that you know the what button to hit.
Wait, I didn't even hear what you guys said.
You know what button to hit.
No, I didn't hear what you guys said to set up that button.
You know about the plan.
Oh, that button. Gotcha. Oh crap! Did I not have that button set up again?
Third
God damn it!
round. Fight.
Too well, a little late for it now. I'll save that for later.
Sure.
I don't think you do.
You know, I'd rip this, but this is some good action.
Up, going up. Good recovery.
Why is this hallway guillotines? You a little fixated on crushing people's souls.
Oh. Ah, nuts.
Yep. Yeah, you definitely
Thank
deserve
you.
that. Also,
Betrayal!
What?
Betrayal!
Yeah.
Betrayed me!
Yeah. Ooh. Thank you.
God damn it, Deathside, you keep doing this. You keep doing that to yourself. Clever bastard!
A little bitter.
And there's the twist. Yep.
Thank you.
Kind of glad she's still alive because she wasn't really doing anything evil.
So all that work they just did, gone. And then a little taste of what's to come. Gotta love how they try to set that up to make it look so badass, but if you've seen the series, you know how that actually ends up. Also, Brittany Kurbowski and Monica Rial, yes please. Never been a big fan of this ending, to be frank.
Yeah, it's no style of rock I like.
Never been a big fan of the underground punk scene, be honest. Now there's a classic.
This is the best.
This is awesome. I'm reminded why we liked watching that on Toonami.
Yeah, it just sucks that the ending just, well, without spoiling anything, the ending kind of falls a little flat.
Yeah.
Amazing Dismount does not stick the landing, admittedly.
It happened.
It's one of those that deviated from the manga because it caught up and passed the manga up, so basically had to come up with its own ending, and yeah, those very rarely work out very well.
And that's what I mean by when I say it happens.
Exactly, Game Fan. This is a series that definitely needs the Brotherhood treatment. It needs a remake.
Absolutely. I mean, this was made when? 2010? Something like that?
It's definitely old school, and yeah, and considering that I can still find people cosplaying these characters to this day, and this hasn't gotten a remake, what the fuck? Like, this is still, like, you still saw people cosplaying and talking about the show years later. It did get a sequel, well, more like a spin-off, and, yeah, people, we don't talk about that.
Yep.
Because, yeah, didn't feature the original, it featured very few of the original characters, featured a brand new cast, its own story, and it was not even so much of an action-comedy hybrid, it was more of a slice-of-life thing, I think, as far as I remember. I never watched it because I knew better I knew to avoid that one like the plague.
Yeah, that was my impression too. I'm like, slice of like, not usually my cup of tea, or I think what I want in anime anyway.
It's not even so much that I enjoy a good slice of life. It's just like, that's not what I want out of Soul Eater. You know, when I want Soul Eater, I want to see badass weapons fighting these Kishin and kicking ass, you know, with a little bit of humor along the way. That's not what you're getting out of Soul Eater Not. It's, you know, the Not is a very apt name, because it's not Soul Eater.
At least it knowed you to put that in the title.
Yeah, they pretty much told you up front, this is not Soul Eater. It's Soul Eater Not.
It's a thing.
Yeah, Game Fan points out why.
That's the way we put it.
Okay, Game Fan, I appreciate you informing us of why they call it Not, because it's people who are not wanting to become weapons, just controlling their powers. That doesn't change the problem. That's the in-story reason for that name, but we know the real reason because it's not Soul Eater. Anyway, thank you to Voice for the suggestion. It was definitely nice to watch this again. But as far as the rest of you are concerned, if you do have any suggestions for anime you'd like for us to check out in the future, link to the suggestion form is located down in the description below, or you can hit !AMP to pull up the link there as well. Rules are on the screen. Only official websites or YouTube channels will be accepted. No straight comedy shoujo, or drama anime. Those are very hard for us to riff. 10 to 30 minute episodes only. First episodes only, unless you have a damn good reason otherwise. And be sure to provide a link to the anime along with the series title on the off chance your link goes dead, because licensing is a bitch. But with that being said, it is time for us to change channels and see what's happening on ANTV. And while I am setting this, I need to set up things on your guys' end so that you guys can see what we're watching. There we go.
Aha.
As for tonight's anime, or AMV, one of our fans and actually sent us something that's a little different from the norm. There's one aspect about AMVs that I normally try to use as a disqualifying factor, but here, not only does it get a pass, but it actually works to its benefit, surprisingly enough. I don't know how that's possible, but it works here. because it's just one of those things. So you'll see what I mean here in a minute as we take a look at today's video here on AMTV. Let me set this up, and here we go.
Soles of my shoes are worn, the knees of my jeans are torn. Sweat coming through my shirt, keep pushing even though it hurts. Chasing what I know is true, there's nothing that I would not do. When everyone around me drops, I'm never gonna ever stop. I won't waste another minute, no, I won't. I'm a man on a mission. I'm a man on a mission. I don't need no permission. I'm a man on a mission. I ain't waiting and wishing. I got that ambition. I'm a man on a mission. When you look into my eyes, you know you're gonna see that fire. If you're standing in my way, it ain't gonna be your day. Bleeding till I own this pain, build it like you've never seen. Even at the mountaintop, I'm never gonna ever stop. I won't wait another minute, no, I won't. I'm a man on a mission. I'm a man on a mission. I don't need no permission. I'm a man on a mission. I ain't waiting and wishing. I got that ambition. I'm a man on a mission.
依頼しニノだって
Holy shit! That is probably one of the most...
That is very well edited.
Yeah. I worst part is I can't even read to you the name of the AMV or the creator of it because this is from a Chinese website. I believe it's Chinese. It could be Japanese, but I believe it was Chinese. Bilibili.com was the site it came from, which is very outside the norm. And boys, be damn thankful I was able to rep this. But it works very much like Nico Nico, because if you go to the actual link, they have the floating comments thing that Nico Nico does. Yeah. And thankfully you can turn those off. And again, obviously I didn't have them in the video. Thank fucking God I didn't have to have them in the video. That would have been annoying because... if you know anything about Nico Nico and how the comments work there, where they float across the screen and you can just place them wherever, it gets ridiculously dumb after a while.
I was trying to stream something on with live chat on YouTube last week, and the chat comments were coming over the video, and I was like, hell no! I had to figure out how to turn them off. So yeah, that's annoying.
Exactly.
You don't need some dumbasses screaming over.
Yeah. But no, what really sold me, is the fact that they not only they synced this up so good, they synced up the sound effects from the actual anime to the song. I've never seen that done before. Not to this level.
Yeah, that's what, the editing and to match the hit with the beat. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. and some of the editing and some of the timing is so insane. Like there's a shot of Toru from Dragon Maid getting ready to slam the crook down, and then it transitions to another character doing the exact same kind of slam, and it's so smooth you don't even notice it changed scenes.
Yeah, the time it's got to take to figure out spot and match cut everything like that. Oy.
God damn, like that's why I had to showcase this, because that is unlike anything I've ever seen before in an AMV. And I've seen plenty of amazing AMVs, and yet this one blew me away. So that's why Voice got double booking for the fan picks tonight. I handpicked this because it was like, holy shit, this needs to be seen.
Absolutely.
Oh, man. Anyway, as far as the rest of the stats go, tons of different anime in there, obviously. Song of Choice, Man on a Mission by Oda Larceny. I've never even heard of those guys before, so that one threw me off, too. But thank you to Voice for that suggestion. As far as, will we be using more of this site again? I don't know. I don't want to say yes, but I don't want to say no either. I think it's just going to come down to, if you find something that's so utterly amazing I have to show it, I might, but I don't think I would want to use this as a regular source, I think is the point I'm getting. If you find something that is so mind-blowing to this level, by all means, send it. I don't care where it comes from. If I can rip it, I will use it. But I wouldn't make this a regular thing. Let's stick to YouTube and AMV.org. Is what I'm getting at. But I'm not going to shirk a good suggestion when I get one, okay? Holy shit, that one was amazing. That being said, speaking of sending in your suggestions, if you do indeed have any suggestions for AMVs you'd like to showcase, the AMTV suggestion form is also located down in the description below, or hit !AMTV in the Twitch chat. Pull up a link there as well. And if you're watching the VOD, well, Twitch page will be located on the description is there. Head there, get the link, whatever. Hey, even come to our Discord. We have the forms there as well. Rules, again, only AMVs will be accepted. They must come from their original sources, whether it be their official YouTube page or their page on animemusicvideos.org. And while this has to come up lately, and obviously it doesn't apply here, I do want to remind people that when I say it comes from their original sources, their official YouTube page, the reason I bring that up is because there are things like, there's YouTube pages that are just like collections of other people's AMVs, like best AMVs of all time. And there's like 9 different channels of it. I'm not even kidding. So you need to be careful looking out for those channels. Now, what I will suggest is if you do happen to come across one of those channels, might I suggest checking the description, because a lot of times channels like that will link you to the official download page on AMV.org. So if you find a good AMV and it's not from the official creator, check the description. Hopefully they will have a link for you to actually link me to that instead. That might help you in the future. But thankfully, again, this is not implying to tonight. Everything came out just fine. It hasn't come up in a while, but it's one of those real regular reminders I like to give out every once in a blue moon. Anyway, and of course, make sure you provide all relevant info in the suggestion form to your video. Again, on the off chance your link goes dead. Doesn't happen often, but it does happen. That being said, that is going to do it for us here tonight on the Anime Mavericks podcast. We hope you guys had fun. If you indeed enjoyed tonight's show and you haven't done so already, make sure you give us a follow to keep up with all of our streams and more. And if you can, subscribe to get access to our exclusive Twitch emotes, our VIP Discord channel, and of course, our loyalty badges, as you see many of our chat here on screen. Speaking of Discord, if you haven't done so already, go head over to our Discord and give us a server booster. I mean, better audio quality for the streams and a whole bunch of benefits for you guys. So definitely want to check that out. And of course, for everything else, all of our commands are located down in the description below. Learn them, use them, love them, and they will love you. But in the meantime, I want to thank you guys for joining us as always here on RVTV. We are your Anime Mavericks, and we will continue to bring you all the anime news, reviews, and interviews that you crave. On the shades.
I'm Yummy Angie.
And I'm Matty J.
And we'll see you guys next time. Rock on! Special thanks to my patrons like Voice and our Frozen Traveler. Subscribe today to make these streams even better.